Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, for this Z-Man Monday, we're out here on the water instead of in front of the bait wall, which is awesome. I'm having a great time out here today. And the bait that we've got to talk about today for this video is actually a bait I've done several videos on since it was introduced at ICAST this year. But I'm really excited about it, and so I want to keep on talking about it. And of course, we're talking about the brand new Tungsten EVO. Okay, so this is kind of a addition to the Chatterbait Elite EVO line that came out last year. Premium components, pretty much everything's the same except the head is made out of tungsten. This is actually one of the prototypes that I received last October. And when I started fishing this bait, I was really excited about it. At first, I was like, you know, I don't know exactly what a tungsten head is actually gonna do for you. But I started noticing two things. Number one, this bait, as far as the weight, really does dig deeper. You know, doesn't want to pull to the surface near as much as a traditional lead head chatterbait. You know, obviously lead is less dense than tungsten, so it's going to be a little bit bigger per the weight. And so anytime you've got a bigger head or a bigger body on a bait, that's going to create more resistance, and it's going to want to come up towards the surface more, just more drag. And so the Tungsten EVO really, you know, I noticed that it was really just kind of staying down in the water column, which is awesome because I could fish a 3/8 ounce and really still keep it down. And usually, you know, with traditional lead chatterbaits, you know, even like the jackhammer, I'm usually fishing a 1/2 ounce because the 1/2 ounce helps me kind of maintain that you know, that depth that I'm looking for. But this one, the Tungsten EVO, is actually really good at staying down a little bit deeper. The other thing that this bait does, and I think that this is probably the key point for the Tungsten EVO, is the fact that because it's made of lead, and that blade to head contact really does create a different sound. It creates a different feel that translates through the rod tip. And so giving fish something different to feel, a little bit different sound profile, is always going to be a good thing, especially on highly pressured lakes. Giving them something a little bit different can make all the difference. So yeah, so tungsten has a lot of benefits. It's also going to be very strong, very durable, and overall, I think it's going to be an awesome chatterbait. One that you're either going to talk about a lot, or people are going to try to keep a secret. As far as the trailers that I like to use with it, one of the great things about the head on this chatterbait being so much smaller and creating less drag is that it does have a really good hunting action where it's moving all over the place. So I tend to kind of lean on, you know, trailers that allow for that hunting action, you know, that create less drag. And so I've been fishing it with the Chatterspike, which has worked really well. And but you can use like the Diesel Minnows is one of my favorite trailers, especially in warm water, the Razor Shads, things like that. The rod that I like to use with this bait is going to be a 7.3 medium heavy Versus Series rod, just like all my chatterbaits. And I'm going to be using anywhere from 15 to 20 pound test fluorocarbon, you know, usually like Red Label, on a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio reel. All right, buddy, that does it for this week's Z-Man Monday. I think that the Tungsten EVO is really going to be a huge addition to the chatterbait line. I already hear some guys that are starting to use the Tungsten EVO as like their primary chatterbait. So that's saying a lot about this new bait. So anyways, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I've also got a link to the Tungsten EVO in the description below. Other than that, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you out on the water. Trust the process.